This story takes us to Wheaton, Maryland, where two sisters, Catherine Mary Lyon and Sheila Mary Lyon, were abducted after leaving a shopping mall. Catherine Lyon was born on March 29, 1964, and Sheila Lyon was born on March 30, 1962. Catherine and Sheila Lyon were born in Kensington, Maryland, a suburb of Washington, D.C., to John and Mary Lyon. The girls were two of four children and the only girls born to their parents, with an older brother, Jay, and a younger brother, Joseph, completing the family. The Lyon children lived in a close, middle-class household on Pliers Mill Road. By 1975, the oldest Lyon sibling, Jay, was 15 years old. The youngest sibling, Joseph, was 9. Sheila was 12 years old and Catherine 10. Sheila attended Newport Junior High School and Catherine Oakland Terrace Elementary. Both sisters were days away from celebrating their 13th and 11th birthdays, and both had known their parents had planned to take them for a special meal for their birthdays. According to their mother, neither girl could wait for the upcoming occasion. March 25th, 1975 was the second day of their school spring vacation. As such, the four Lyon children woke at approximately 10 a.m. Shortly after eating breakfast, the Lyon brothers visited a local basketball court. Catherine and Sheila opted to walk to the Wheaton Plaza Shopping Center, now Westfield Wheaton, to browse Easter exhibits and meet friends who frequently socialized at this location. Upon hearing of her daughter's plans, Mary Lyon suggested, "Why don't you stop off and get some pizza?" The girls left their home between 11 a.m. and midday, each with approximately $2 to her name. They were told to be home by their 4 p.m. curfew. At the insistence of a friend, Mary Lyon later visited a bowling alley which her husband drove her to. The Wheaton Plaza Shopping Center was located approximately half a mile from the Lyon household. The sisters are believed to have intended to eat lunch at a popular pizza parlor within the shopping center named the Orange Bowl. Both girls were seen by eyewitnesses talking with an unidentified middle-aged man close to the Orange Bowl less than an hour after they are believed to have arrived at the shopping center. Their older brother Jay later informed investigators that he had seen his sisters eating pizza together at this same eatery, although his sisters were alone. Jay's sighting of his sisters is believed to have occurred after the girls had spoken with the middle-aged individual. Shortly after 2 p.m., Catherine and Sheila were seen walking home from the shopping center. This would prove to be the final verifiable account of the sisters' movements. By 5:45 p.m., Mary Lyon had begun preparing the family's evening meal of fried chicken. She later recalled feeling slightly annoyed her daughters had not returned home by this time. This annoyance rapidly developed into panic, and by 7 p.m., the police were notified of the girls' disappearance. An extensive search was immediately implemented, and the Lyon family initiated a round-the-clock vigil, whereby a family member would be invariably within arm's reach of the family telephone. Due to the fact 2 children had disappeared as opposed to 1, investigators suspected more than one individual may have been involved in their abduction. Suspecting a likely sexual motive behind the sisters' abduction, several known pedophiles and sex offenders were questioned in the weeks following their disappearance. All were eliminated from the inquiry upon verification of their alibis. Described as a crime which shattered the innocence of the suburbs of Maryland, the disappearance of Catherine and Sheila Lyon initiated one of the largest police investigations in the history of the Washington metropolitan area. Rapidly determined the sisters' disappearance was involuntary, and an intense search to locate the children was immediately implemented. House-to-house searches were conducted, numerous witnesses were interviewed, and hundreds of public tips pursued. With the assistance of search and rescue dogs, an extensive search of terrain surrounding both the shopping center and the Lyon household was implemented. These search and rescue dogs did detect a trail the sisters had likely taken from the shopping center toward the perimeter of a parking lot adjacent to a department store close to the premises, although the trail ended at this location. Scuba divers also searched lakes and ponds and locations such as storm sewers, vacant lots, rivers and stream beds. Numerous civilian volunteers assisted these official searches, although all efforts proved fruitless. A reward of $9,000 was also offered for the sisters' safe return. The Lyon family themselves immediately pursued all tangible methods to locate their daughters, including conducting searches around their neighborhood and printing and distributing missing persons flyers, in addition to pursuing leads generated by psychics. Both the family and police received numerous calls from hoax callers, attention seekers, and extortionists claiming to be holding the girls for ransom in the immediate aftermath of their disappearance. A neighborhood boy, known to both sisters, reported to police that he had seen the girls seated on a bench outside the Orange Bowl, speaking with an unidentified man at approximately 1 p.m. The man had been approximately 6 feet in height, well-groomed, conservatively dressed, aged between 50 and 60, and wearing a brown suit, and was carrying a briefcase with a tape recorder inside. According to this witness, both the Lyon sisters and other children present spoke into a microphone the man was holding, believing their voices were to be broadcast live upon a local radio station. The witness's description of the man carrying a briefcase outside the eatery led authorities to view the unknown person as a prime suspect in the case. He became colloquially referred to by investigators as the tape recorder man. 2 composite drawings of this individual were created. On the day following the first media circulation of the composite drawing of the middle-aged man carrying a briefcase with a tape recorder, April 1, 1975, an 18-year-old Appalachia native named Lloyd Lee Welch Jr. traveled to the shopping center to specifically inform a security guard he had seen a man matching the police description of the suspect at the premises on March 25th. Welch corroborated existing eyewitness accounts of seeing the girls converse with this individual carrying a tape recorder and microphone, also describing overhearing the man state to the sisters he recorded people's voices and put them on the radio. According to Welch, the older sister had giggled upon hearing this. Welch's statement further elaborated he had subsequently seen the man forcing the distressed children into a red Camaro with white upholstery before hurriedly driving from the scene. Welch was interviewed at a nearby police station. He provided a 6-page statement detailing the account he had outlined and consented to a polygraph test. When informed he had failed this test, Welch admitted he had provided false information. Contemporary case documents indicate he was released by police as an unreliable witness, possibly motivated by a desire to collect the publicized reward money for the arrest of the individual investigators considered a strong suspect in the case. Reportedly, Welch received a lecture about lying to police before he was allowed to leave the police station. By 2013, many of the original investigators on the Lyon case had retired or passed away, and although the case continued to receive periodic reviews, little progress had been made. A decision was made to again review the archived case records with view to approaching the investigation afresh. Reviewing every record preserved from the original investigation, Sergeant Chris Homrock encountered Welch's original statement. Critically, Homrock noticed a mugshot taken of Welch in 1977 pertaining to a burglary closely matched the 1975 composite drawing of the young Caucasian man whom witnesses stated had leered at the Lyon girls within the Wheaton Plaza shopping center shortly before their abduction. Having learned that Welch, born December 30, 1956, had accrued an extensive criminal history between 1973 and 1997 for offenses including rape, domestic violence, and assault with a knife, and was serving a 29-year sentence within the James T. Vaughan Correctional Center for the molestation of a 10-year-old girl in Delaware, detectives secured a prison.
We have here is your actual statement that you gave to the police. Okay, right. I don't remember this. I swear I can't remember you saying anything about mom. Wheaton Plaza.
Interview with Welch. This interview was conducted on October 16, 2013 and lasted 8 hours. Rest in peace to Catherine and Shelia Lyon, and love and light to everyone affected by this tragedy.